Here, let me hit the. I'm actually terrible with the GoPro, but there we go. All right, cool, man. So I'm Ryan, by the way.
Hi.
What's your name?
Jack Keller.
Jack. All right, cool. Jack, so can you vote?
No, I cannot.
Oh, you can't vote. No. But you've obviously you seem to be carrying a Trump sign.
Yes.
Would that mean that if you could vote, you would be choosing to vote for Trump?
I think I would.
Okay, cool.
And I wasn't sure at first.
Okay, so you came to the rally just to kind of get the feel? Okay, cool. So if you were going to put yourself on a scale of 0 to 100, 100 being I'm absolutely sure and 0 being I'm not sure at all, where would you put yourself on that scale?
Probably about 75.
Okay, yeah.
I've always been reserved about Trump. I've always kind of been on the fence.
Oh, okay.
But this rally kind of helped me, kind of understand more about what he's
What was it about the rally that kind of bumped you up?
Just his enthusiasm and his authenticism. How he was just, he really just said what he thought. He was really enthusiastic.
All right, cool. Here, I'll stand between the car horn and you, if that's okay. There you go. And you guys can be in the shot, don't worry. All right, cool. And so let's see, here we go. So, Jack, so you kind of, would you say when you walked in you were like 50-50 and now you're kind of like, is that fair?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, cool. And then the only reason I'm moving closer is just because of this, I'm not really a normal close talker, I'm kind of like that, but it's just because the mic's right there. Okay. So you're saying like you saw that he was very enthusiastic and that, okay, cool. Would you say that enthusiasm is something that would, let's say I saw somebody who was very enthusiastic. I said, well, I wasn't convinced, but I saw somebody who was enthusiastic, therefore I'm voting for this person.
Well, I do understand a lot of his policies, and I agree with a lot of his thoughts on immigration and the economy and everything. So I just think that he's...
What's the one thing about immigration that you think is...
Immigration? Well, just the fact that so many illegal immigrants are coming.
Okay.
And, taking health care and tax money, tax money. I don't think that's fair to the, American taxpayer.
Okay, got you. Right. I'm not saying this evidence exists, but imagine like you read some statistics or you just saw something that convinced you that immigrants weren't taking health care. Would you then become less convinced or...
Well, it's still a pressing problem because, they take jobs and there have been a lot of crimes along the border.
Okay. Yeah, I've lived in Brownsville, Texas, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And a lot of American businesses are moving down to Mexico. And I don't know. It's just so much of our economy has just kind of shifted, and there's been less pride in America, a lot less pride.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let's choose that one because we could talk about 800 different things, but what do you mean by that when you say there's less pride in America?
Well, a lot of people look back and they say that America isn't as good as it. There's so many things we've done that are wrong, and that's true. But I think that we need someone who's, who really wants to make America great again, like he says.
Do you think? Let's say I'm not saying this is going to happen, but if he did become president and did something that would maybe not make us proud, is that possible?
That is, I think that is, right? And that's kind of why I was more reserved about him before. It's because before he has said a lot of liberal things, a lot of. A lot of things that don't consist with, they're not in line with what he's saying now.
Okay.
So I wasn't sure at all. I wasn't always sure, but I really agree with him.
Cool. What's like one thing he could say that would make you go, okay, I can't support that guy? Like what would it have to be?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Redistribution of wealth is one big thing.
Okay.
And all that. I don't know, because I really just agree with a lot of his ideas.
Okay.
Yeah, a great politician, but I don't know. I mean, he could do a lot of things. If he just went back on his words.
Okay.
That would make me.
Sure. Like if I'm not saying this exists. I think we only got about a minute left here. Here, let me check just to make sure. Yeah. We have exactly a minute 05.
Okay.
I would say, because like I said, I'm still trying to explore. I'm essentially exploring why people believe certain things and like, okay.
Right. Yeah.
Let's say you found out he did go back on his word. He said he would do, and he did. Would you lower your conviction level that way? Okay, cool.
If he said he was going to do something and then didn't, a lot of politicians do that. But
right.
Kind of be like that.
So imagine, let's say this is one of the things a lot of people say. The general election comes along, then they start changing their policies a little bit.
Right.
Imagine he did that. Let's say, I'm not saying he will, I don't know, but if he did, would that make you go, okay, I'm not 100% on this guy? Okay, cool.
And I've never really been 100% on him.
Okay.
But I think he's one of the best of the Republicans.
Where would you say you are, right now?
Probably about 80.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, guys, we are going. Unless one of the adults would like to.
No, we're gonna go.
They're
I'm
much
getting
more
cold.
intelligent
Cool.
than we.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, here, take this, guys,
Yes,
and
please.
that's if you want to find out more about our movies, just send me an email.
Ryan, thank
So
you,
yeah,
man.
cool.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Do
All right,
do
take
you
it easy.
have a documentary about you?
We do. Well, the Mississippi, and then there's one.